Hello. I just have a few things to say. Uh, I had a dream and I saw a guy in an emergency vest, like what they use for emergency services. And he said they stepped it up to the 15th of May. They moved it up to the 15th. Now, what I'm talking about are the people trying to come in to the U.S. from other countries. 15th of May, they will be flying helicopters in over the wall itself. You see, there'll be millions of helicopters. They'll be like mosquitoes. There'll be no stopping them, and they'll come in. It will be pure war. Not kidding. I don't know if that's exactly when they're planning, but that's what my dream said. And I'm a prophet. So I would say it has to be so. I can't say if that's accurate or not because I've been wrong on other things. I will admit that because I have been wrong when it comes to knowing when the Hoover Dam would go down. I don't know when that will go down. It's probably already down for all I know. But aside from that, that's not important right now. The important thing is May 15th, they are planning on flying helicopters over the wall to get in the U.S. Think about this song. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. Yeah, they're going to fly right over the wall. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. You need to tell the people at the border. You need to tell the Border Patrol, and they need to be on their guard. Now, I'll tell you what. We had lost France, and Trump said we lost France. Well, apparently, there was 1 year missing that I could not figure out. And France had taken over an island where there were nuclear arsenal. So, what I would say is there was a nuclear war in 2014 brought on by France from that island. We were not told. This is why there were so many empty houses, causing desolation. That many people cannot disappear all at once and die out. It is literally impossible. They ran the CERN in 2015, reset time and history. They sped time forward. Now, the professor on Back to the Future, he went from 2015 to 1946. He went to the past, changed the future, and had to reset the future, which changed the past, causing the Mandela effect. And that's what causes the Mandela effect. Anytime they bring back something from the past to the future and use it for the future and take it back, they cause a Mandela effect because things are always different. Okay. When they shut down roads to fix them, they took people out that were already dead without telling us and put them in caskets. They took the people out of the empty houses because they were in there at the time when they were fixing up roads. They made it look like they were fixing roads, but at the same time they were going in houses taking out dead people, bringing them out, putting them in caskets to take them away because of the nuclear war that we weren't told about. They kept the media silent and covered it up. See, I was distracted with my husband's cancer. I would say a lot of you were distracted too. They used underwater nukes is what they used. Radioactive foam was coming from the water into Michigan. They even talked about it. That was radioactive foam from the underwater nukes. Some were set off and tested close to the U.S. states, which was Michigan and also California. Nuclear bombs were dropped on California and beside California in the ocean. Nobody knew it. That's what caused the California fires. Nuclear bombs could be dropped underwater without anybody knowing. Roger in Kansas City, August 21, 2016, said that France has a base on the Moreau Atoll in the South Pacific where they test nuclear weapons. Okay, that had to be the island that set the nuclear weapons off close to the U.S. states. And that's how that happened. They test nuclear weapons and hide, 20 feet Nephilim there. We lost France. Because Trump even said we lost France. He's right. We did. We are having a nuclear war and not being told. During 2014, we were having a nuclear war, yes. Someone set an underwater nuke next to Michigan. That's why they found the radioactive foam coming from the water. Now, they could have set a nuke off in the ocean as well as the land in California, which I think they did, to have that kind of explosion. They didn't want the people to leave the state either. They made sure they were well trapped and everything to stay in the state, because I'll tell you why, it's radiation sickness. They had nosebleeds and everything else from the radiation, and they were getting sick from it. So they didn't want the people leaving. So they made it so that they would be quarantined and contained, and you can guess the rest. Deborah Travera said people had nosebleeds, which is caused from radiation sickness. She lives in California. Trump said we lost France, and they could be setting off nukes from their arsenal. Monroe Island, French Foreign Legion run it. There are 20 feet Nephilim in France on the island. They have them in seclusion and are protecting them. That's what's going on. Expect a bunch of helicopters over the wall the 15th of May. Take care now. Bye.